Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of The Mind Over Matter, the Mom Podcast. Yes, today's studio is special. You can't tell me nothing. I am sitting in a little heaven right now. I'm really excited. Today's guest is a woman that I really admire. Her creative force is something that is very inspiring, and I'm really excited to sit with her today. Welcome, Paradis Nishimwe Imfura.
Peace, I love your energy so
Welcome
much.
to the podcast.
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
gonna be.
My name is Paradis. That's
Yeah.
all.
Say hi to the people.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to... I'm trying to put the peace energy.
Oh.
Yeah. My name is Paradis Nishimwe Imfura. I am a creative director, furniture designer, philanthropist, investor, mom.
Mama.
The
Yes.
title.
Yeah.
Wife soon.
Hey, wives. Do we put that in a podcast?
Hey, no.
I'm like, do we say that? Okay. Yeah, but when we are, we're putting it out there in the universe.
No, because the energy is going to flow.
Okay.
So we are also getting a chance to know each other, right?
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Okay.
So
Lovely.
I'm excited to be the founder of Wood Habitat.
Yes.
Some of you know.
Our host today. Thank you for hosting us.
Of course.
Beautiful space.
It's going to be soon your home.
Right? No Kudi?
Yeah.
But I'm so, I don't know what to say. I'm just so excited. But yeah, I'm really excited about our conversation today.
Same.
Yeah, but then let's start. What is Wood Habitat and what does it do?
So Wood Habitat is a brand that is passionate about creating spaces for loving and living.
Yeah.
We are so passionate about connection. And that's when I started. I remember I was just a 21-year-old pregnant woman who was just making a baby crib for her son.
Yeah.
And when I found somebody who could, create what I was envisioning, we started from there because everyone started ordering some furniture, in our family circle.
Yeah.
And one client gave me another. And then I took it to the level of being trained across the world, taking serious trainings about furniture making, about carpentry. I'm passionate about wood, about upholstery. That's also why we make the most comfortable couches,
Ooh.
right? And more than furniture pieces, really, what we are passionate about is human connection. Is how much people do when they connect.
Yeah.
And so we create just an environment for that.
That is so lovely. I mean, we've just gotten right into it. But as we all know, we start off with a little icebreakers. Even if we've already dived into the conversation, but let's do a little, get to know you on a fun side, yeah?
Okay, let's
Before we
go.
get to the serious stuff, please.
Okay.
What's one thing people would be surprised to know about you?
One thing that will surprise many people about me is that I'm an intercessor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are people who really value prayer and just pray.
So you had said intercessor is umnginzi. No, good. So why do you think people will be surprised?
I think because many people, when they meet me, they're just like, oh, yeah, she's young. So people are used to seeing intercessors being like our moms, our grandmoms, which I love that is changing because now we have many more. I have my friends that are intercessors, like my age, even younger than me. So, yeah, that will surprise people, and also because I'm probably a creative. And intercession is a very like backstage ministry.
Okay.
Yeah, and as a creative, naturally, people would think that I probably enjoy the glam lights and really, I really enjoy those hours that I spend in the presence of God.
Oh,
in
that's
prayer.
really nice. That's beautiful. Thank you. Now I know that about you, and it's a beautiful thing to know about you. Our next icebreaker. If you could only... Ooh, okay. I know you love your fashion, girl. But if you could wear one pair of shoe for the rest of your life, what are you picking and why?
Oh my God! So I have these little pumps. They've got a tiny heel, like this size of yours,
Okay.
and they're transparent, and
Okay.
they've got pearls. I love them so much.
Yeah. Are they comfortable?
Yeah, it's so comfy.
So you could... And also, I love the fact that they're transparent. That means you could wear them with
Tu vois?
every outfit.
And they're so feminine,
Yeah.
like so cute.
Fashionista. Love it. Okay, one last icebreaker, and this is in your element, so I thought I should include it as well. You walk into your dream living room. Wait for it. Describe the vibe, the colors, and the feel in just 3 words.
First, it feels rich. That's the first word.
Yeah,
Second, it feels spacious.
spacious. So we have rich, we have spacious.
Am I allowed to explain what I mean?
Okay, yeah. All right, all right.
So rich, I really love texture.
Okay.
Like I want to see the sofas that are fluffy and big. I love big couches.
Okay.
Where I can cuddle the whole family with the couches. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the color must be cream or white.
Okay.
Ideally
You're
cream.
giving clean, tidy,
Voila,
freshness.
clean.
Yeah.
Enough. Because
Yeah.
I'm not a minimalist and I'm not a maximalist.
Okay.
I just love enough. I don't need anything that I don't need. See what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
that kind of decorator.
Okay.
So, and I love big windows.
Big windows. Okay, now let me
Big
tell
doors, big windows.
you. When I walked in here, the windows, it was like looking into the soul of Wood Habitat. Like from the outside. Love it. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
So let's get into the conversation for today. So usually this industry, like wood, furniture, manufacturing, is usually known to be male dominated. So why did you pick this industry or this side of the business? And not maybe, okay, we know women just do interior design, but then you do literally from the start, like picking the wood, everything. Why?
Manufacturing,
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about manufacturing. And I know that if I had pursued my career as just a decorator, designer, just as a service business,
Okay.
I'll have probably reached another level of success.
Okay.
But I'm very grateful for two things I love about manufacturing is transformation and growth.
Transformation.
Yes,
Wow.
in my whole life, I don't want to meet myself tomorrow at the same level that I saw myself yesterday. I want to see growth. Oh my God, I want to see growth. I want to see transformation. I want to see from good to better, to better, to better. You know,
Yeah.
every day I want to see light shining more.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about manufacturing. Like, for example, one day I will take you to our production. You will love it. Actually,
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
episode 2, inside the workshop.
Yes.
This gonna be fun.
Guys, we are doing episode 2.
Inside the workshop, you know.
Stay tuned. Yes.
So when I see those 40 people that are working in there, all of us like running for deliveries,
Yeah.
I love those things. You know, I
Okay.
love those things, and I love to see. We just had raw wood, sometimes
Yeah.
looking really, really ugly,
Yeah.
and then we transformed it, and now it's looking like a pretty table, like
yeah.
a pretty,
I know.
you know,
So
something.
cute.
And then I love another part of manufacturing that I'm so passionate about. It's really the source of reality. Imagine I present to you an amazing mood board as a designer, a vision, great visuals, great ideas.
Okay.
But then when it comes to execution, it's really impossible to execute.
Yeah.
Why? Because manufacturing. Because it means I lacked the right product. So that's one thing I'm really excited about as a furniture designer. You know, it's like when I see that the idea we had as a designer in general, the idea I had from the beginning, it's what we're executing on.
Yeah.
And sometimes what I love about manufacturing, sometimes they also even do better than what I envisioned.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Some of the stuff will have defects that are even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think I need to share this story a little bit. Like, it just happened in real life when the little table that we have here kind of like has a crack, and someone else's eyes would think it's a default. But it's just the beauty of it.
That's the beauty.
So I love it.
Yeah,
I
this
love
is
it.
real material.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, so I know at the beginning when I asked about Wood Habitant, you shared about you a 21-year-old pregnant. Could you walk us through that journey from the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at 21, I'm this kid who's in school doing communication at the same time, working as an intern for a communication firm. And that was an international firm that I was working with.
Okay.
And I'm just excited about life. And I was like, I've got my whole life in front of me. So I
How
had
old were you?
nothing, 21.
21. Yeah.
So
Okay.
then I'm pregnant.
Oh, 21.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Because I remember I had my baby at my 22nd birthday,
Oh, wow.
right? So that it's when I was creating a baby crib for him
Okay.
that I started looking for people to help me, and then I found a carpenter. We did some things. Some of them were really cute. So other people continued to ask us to make more stuff for them.
Yeah.
Voila. And then year one, just alone with a couple of coaches. I believe in mentorship and coaching.
Okay.
And then second year, I had a couple of employees, people who were really helping me that I'm excited about because we're still together now,
Okay.
9 years down the road.
Oh, wow.
And then third year, now business is business, right? Now I'm
Yeah.
having more clients. Now my baby was, 3.
3.
Done some work there, not the entire scope of furniture, but a good bit of it.
Okay.
And so when I see our contribution to our own lives, to our families, to our community, like you see Kivu Noir, I really love Kivu Noir. It's a cafe. I love my client, honestly, like I do. Even we have many homes. Like if you go on our page, you will notice that we are a connection-oriented brand.
Yeah.
You will see faces of happy people more than you see furniture pieces.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's intentional.
That is
Yeah.
intentional. Yeah, actually, that is true. I remember last night I was showing my husband your page, and he was like, "No, let's say kombona." Like people in the living room or something. Where is the furniture? I'm like, they actually creating the feeling of owning that furniture. If, for example, there's a couple lying down and like having some quiet quality time,
Yeah.
it's the feeling that the couch has brought,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
the actual couch.
Yeah.
So
Because, because we believe at Woods Habitat, we really believe that we are only here for connection. And that's one thing we're going to continue to protect.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so earlier I'd asked how, like, furniture and like carpentry is really known for like male, the men. What are the challenges you've faced?
Of course, I faced, when I started, I faced people, even like my employees, looking at me like, what do you know? You baby.
Your baby.
Right? And, but also one thing I always tell the people that I speak to when it comes to creative mentorship, creative entrepreneurship, I always say that it's really, my job has to speak for me.
Yeah.
I can't do too much of the speaking. Like if somebody sees my job and they discredit it, then it's on me to go back home
And do better.
and do better. But many doors that we have open are not because, oh my God, Paradis is a woman or any other reason. They're because they really see what we built and they like it and they want to be part of it and they want us to be associated to them. And that's what we keep pushing. It's the spirit of excellence, really.
Yeah.
And I don't allow myself or my team, because we are a women-led team,
Oh, we talk about that part. Yes. Yeah.
a moms-led team. Actually, not only women, moms.
Moms.
Even my mom helps us in quality controlling
Yeah.
because she's tough.
Damn.
Right?
Hi, Mama Paradis.
Hi, Mama Paradis.
Yes.
Yes.
That is so lovely.
Yeah.
So for you, you're like, I'm gonna do a better job,
Voila.
be excellent, and my work will speak for me.
Voila.
Unlimited, a touch of a woman.
It's a touch.
A touch of a woman.
It's a touch.
I'm sorry, the male, but I don't think
there's something.
There's something.
You
So
know,
I love that.
there's-
Like you work towards excellency, and you just think, if she's male dominated or whatever, I'm just gonna do feminine work. Do it to the fullest, and let it speak for me.
Yeah, and you know what, Sherry? I don't think we even have started yet. Like, because where we're going, we're not a company that is achievement driven. We're a company that is really substance driven. So I want to see more of the connections that people are creating across our spaces. And yeah, so when I say we have not yet started, we have a big vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it so much. So you said it being a mom-led,
Mom-led team.
mom-led team.
That's so good.
First of all, how are you empowering these women? I know one, of course.
They empower me.
They
I don't
do-
empower them.
Okay,
They're
we're telling the
powerhouses.
Yes.
No, these women,
Yeah.
they fix my life.
Yeah. Oh, I love
They
that.
don't play games. They're
Yeah.
amazing. Like, I don't. Sometimes people are like, "Oh my God, Paradis, you had an amazing team." I'm like, I'm so blessed. Honestly, I learned so much from them. I cannot even measure. They're amazing. Like when I look at Ruth, when I look at Daniela, when I look at Yvonne, when I look
Shout
at my
out.
mom, you know.
Yes.
And when I look at Ben, so we have one man
Okay.
who is in charge of our customer relations.
Okay.
But I also love the flow he has. He's very masculine, healthy masculine. So we and also the workshop is full of men, but really healthy guys that are also allowing us to do our job well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. So you start Wood Habitat when you were a new mom. How does, let me tell you, startups are hard. Imagine starting a new venture and you have a newborn. How is that like for you?
Oh my goodness, that's one of like I always tell my team the price I paid in that first year. I never want anybody associated with Habitat to pay that price. It was too high. Not only me, my son as well. I have this video that almost makes me cry every day. But also I'm very blessed that my son's dad, he's a very present dad. So he was really, really very there. He was very much there, which is very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
But one thing I missed, because I remember I registered with Habitat on the second week after my giving birth.
Second week.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what?
Week number 2. Like,
After 2 weeks of giving birth.
yes. Not even 2 weeks. Literally, it's like,
A week.
11 days. 11, literally 1-1. 11 days.
Look, I'm inclined to ask, did you give birth? Okay, this is not cesarean or?
No, normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2 week, 11 days.
I'm up.
You are.
RDB with my baby. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Yeah. And then I
So
started.
why that time though? Like, I don't.
'Cause I had
Okay,
a
I really
contract.
want to understand.
Yeah.
The push.
Okay, so the only push that
Kuvuga
I had,
ngo, I'm doing this.
the only push was a client.
Okay.
It's just like now, you tell me you have this amazing podcast, and then I want to give you a show, let's say. Yes, we're speaking that into manifestation.
Yeah.
Right? And I want to give you an amazing Netflix show.
Yeah.
And baby, you're having a baby today. I'm like, yeah, the show is starting on the 15th.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, so the first, and I had just had a baby. You're like, yeah. They're like, we are counting. We are waiting on you. So you
Yes.
have no other choice but to serve.
Yes.
Yeah. But
So I
when-
hear you.
When I retrospect, I'm very grateful. I'm
To
very
the first client.
Yeah. And I'm also one thing that really makes me even more committed to this job. I feel like the Lord did not allow me to start a business at any other point of my life, but then exactly
But then exactly.
provoked by motherhood. And then, yeah, which gives me a double, like, responsibility.
Did you
And
ever think
that's
about it before, or it wasn't something you even thought about?
like in year 1, I was always like, oh my God, this is fun. That, that I'm starting a company with a baby.
No, I'm saying before, like,
Start-
did you,
no,
yeah,
no, no,
like before having a baby,
wow,
like maybe one day, we have like dreams, right? Like one day, I want to start maybe a furniture company.
No. For me, I always knew that I was going to be an important woman.
An important woman?
Woman.
Yeah.
I always
like her is new.
I
Yes,
knew it.
yeah.
I knew it for a fact. I knew that wherever I'll be serving, I must be a solution to this country.
Yeah.
Like I'm the girl they've been looking for, to do a good job. That kind of vibe. And I also knew that for me, even now when I'm mentoring younger entrepreneurs, I tell them for me it's really my mindset and my values before any product. When people see me, they're like, oh my God, you're so stylish. When is your fashion brand coming out? I'm like, I'm not married to any product. or industry, one thing I'm extremely committed to is how am I doing this? How am I serving my community? How am I contributing?
Yeah. That's really, really powerful.
Yeah. And I really knew that I wanted to be a blessing for Rwanda.
Okay.
Specifically, yeah.
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 So it just sparked out of that phase, that season of your life. Like I did a crib and then people liked it. I got the first client. Boom, registration. Twatanji.
Voila.
Were you working before?
Yes.
You had
I
a
was
job?
working. Yeah. I started working when I was 14. Like earning some little money here and
something,
there.
yeah.
But also to me, the biggest thing was like at Ep.9. I remember working for a local radio station
Okay.
as a newspaper presenter. So that was really, and then I would write articles, things like that.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Okay. That's nice. So as a mom, surprised you during that season of your life?
That season or
Yeah.
now?
No, that season. We're coming to now. I feel like that season is just like the genesis
Yeah,
of
that's
everything.
you got it so right. I always feel like that was the genesis, really. It really surprised me when I was giving birth. The same day I gave birth, that I made. It was like then I wasn't even praying, really, but it's almost like I made a prayer that said, "Oh my God." I kind of like sense that my life is shifting from that moment. I didn't know in what direction, but I was ready. I was like, let's go.
Let's go.
And also there's that maturity that comes with giving birth that I think I was like, there was nothing, no vision of mine to attach myself to. I was just like, God, let's go.
Yeah, lead the way.
Lead, yeah.
How do you approach leadership?
Okay. So
Because I believe, because you've built such an impactful community, the women led. How is your leadership style?
my leadership style is really people oriented. And recently I was talking to a common friend, and I told our common friend, and I told her how this year, if there is one great thing I'm so grateful for, is this revelation about my purpose being people oriented. I knew I had something to do with connection. I knew I have another level of faith and hope. I knew I have another measure of love, the way I love people, the way I love serving. But then this year, it really came to me that everything that I do has to be for people oriented, be it my family, my larger community, my country. There's nothing that I ever want to achieve if it's not really serving others.
Okay.
And so that's my leadership style. So I lead from a perspective of like, how can I serve you? How can I make this easier for you? How can I make this better for you? How can we move forward? One thing at Wood Habitat, every year we have to see our personal goals. All of us, we have to share them.
Okay.
Because I think Wood Habitat does not come first in people's lives, even in my own. It doesn't come first.
Okay.
I believe we are humans before our work. So we have other things to achieve in terms of connecting with other people before our work. But then our work is only part of what we are.
Yeah.
But it's not who we are, right? So I lead from a perspective of like, let's go home early.
Yeah.
I remember one of our house manager here at the showroom told us, it was really hard for her. These are times we used to have a lot of events. We cut evening events. Like it just takes her too much time to organize the closing because she was closing too late at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
And then we were not at a point where we needed to hire somebody else for another shift because of the level of sensitivity house management at Wood Habitat is. We take it really seriously.
Okay.
So we're like, you know what? We think we're gonna be able to do business online and allow ourselves to go home at 5 p.m. because we want to spend time with our children.
Okay, that was
with
my
our
next
families.
question. Like, what is your take on work-life balance? Like, that is part A of the question, work-life balance. What's your take on that as a mother and as a businesswoman?
Yeah.
And then B of that question, do you, what is also your take on women can have it all? Yeah.
I believe that so much. I believe we can have it all.
Okay.
I believe so much that we can have it all. And I'm one woman who's like, God, you can show people that we can have it all.
We can have
Use
it
my
all.
life, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we can have flourishing families, amazing, happy kids that really wake up to call us blessed, and our husband calling us blessed, and I mean in different various ways that women feel that they're adding value to their families. We can be amazing daughters, amazing sisters and friends of support and true blessing. And we also can run amazing businesses and scale them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So work-life balance?
My work-life balance so far is going. I changed balance to integration.
Okay.
So
Tell me more.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So my work and life is integrated, and I live in rhythms. So I love this training that I did. So it's rhythms of life. So the
Okay.
first hour, it's 4 rhythms. The first rhythm is the rhythm with God. So I start everything with God. And then the second is with myself. You know, to just check in. Am I hungry? Am I angry? Am I
Yeah.
triggered? So that, and then the third is with people, with connection. The fourth is my contribution, which is work comes from.
Yeah, yeah.
And I never look at any of those 4 become, like, I'm very particular about the sequence.
Okay.
I never want work to come before God or before people or before me. Work comes is the 4th thing. So it's just like level 1. The foundation of everything is, God, how are we doing?
How
You and
are we
I?
doing?
Am I grateful enough? Am I connected with you? Do I feel your presence? Next. Okay, I am actually, yesterday I worked out too much. I feel soreness. Let me take some supplements. Let me take a massage. Let me rest. I cannot go through this day. Or I have signed up for too many things. I can't do it. I need to apologize. I need to step back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Level 3. Hi, mom. How are you? Or hi, friend. How are you doing? I like to do this. Like, it's actually, for me, it's even in time.
Okay.
Like, so very early in the morning, I won't mention the hours.
Okay.
In the morning, it's my time with God exclusively.
Okay.
No computer, no other thing. But with God.
Nothing.
Everything God related. And
Okay.
then me with my son,
Okay.
family, and then gym. So the gym is also part of me, but then it
Like
transitions really quickly to people.
Okay.
That's when I'm at the gym, I like to post about it. But then in the posting, really, I'm intentional about connecting with people.
Okay.
You know, then I go to people's DM, I'm like, hi, how are you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the 4th is then I drive to work. I'm at work by 9 a.m. Start working. I work like a train.
Oh, wow.
So focused. You know, Liam, my son, likes to tell me, like, my game face. So we have this thing of saying a game face is like your focus face.
Yeah.
Like, mom, your game face is so serious.
Okay.
You know, because I'm like, if I have to do this thing within 15, like, we hold meetings here for 15 minutes.
Okay. And
know,
you
so
like
we're
keep it
such a
15 minutes.
culture.
Yeah.
Yes, 15 minutes.
Actually, you just answered. I was just going to say, one of the questions I had today were like, how does your day look like?
That's it.
And you see, God is just leading this conversation. I'm like,
I
come on, I don't have to ask anything.
You are
This
so
is really beautiful. So what would you attribute? I know it's God, but what are the habits that you've done that you attribute your success to?
good. Okay. Yeah.
And then after that, we'll define what success is
looks like to me.
to you.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, Peace, I love your questions. Sis giving.
I'm literally just pulling it off of you. Like you're inspiring this I have my notes, but I haven't looked at them. I'm like, this is so rich. Let's go.
So rich.
Yeah.
So the first, I start with what success looks like.
Okay.
So success looks to me, success looks like a life that I really live in the presence of God. And there is no urgencies or pains or desires that are limiting my access to God. Because I know He always has access to me, but it's up to me to also go and be available for Him. So that's one. To me, that's super successful. And then tangibly, it's also a life that I like to look at life from with these 2 things that I learned from actually a very wise man. Desires and pains. So I look at a life that I have no pain, no desire, that becomes a hindrance,
Okay.
right? That's success.
Okay.
Okay, let me unpack that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
stay with me.
Yes.
What that means, success looks like, if I want to gift you something really fancy, I want to be able to do that
Okay.
without feeling like, oh my God, what do I do? My
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah, like the financial strain that comes. Yeah, it
Right.
removes the joy of giving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
just
Because after
reduces.
giving it, and I'm feeling, oh my God, now I'm
Yeah.
broke.
Right?
It
I don't want that.
takes away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to me, financial success is a very big thing. Connection success. Like I told you, I'm living my life from a people perspective, not a people pleasing, but a people serving,
Okay.
a people honoring perspective.
Okay.
So
What's the difference?
The
People pleasing and people honoring. Yeah.
So pleasing comes from I'm not enough, then I need to perform so that I please others.
Okay.
People honoring is I know the blessing that I am, and I recognize the blessing that you are. So let's meet together.
Who you think
and
you
let's-
are.
Yes. You know, I
Yes.
know who I am. I know
Yeah.
the blessing that I am. I know what God deposited in me. I know His grace in my life. And His light in me so much. It shines too bright. And it allows me to see His light in you. It allows me to see the blessing you are. And then I'm like, oh my God, let's have lunch. Let's have dinner. Let's take our kids to a play date.
Yeah.
Let's do this podcast. Let's invest in this business to get, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it really comes from people honoring to me. Yeah, and so I really want to continue to do a better job as a person towards people.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my family coming at the forefront, and then my community, my country, and the generation.
Okay. So those are your definitions of success.
Another thing that I think success is being healthy. Being healthy and strong.
Could we take that for granted?
We take
Until you have a flu and you can't get out of bed.
Are you the
And
one? Are you also a person who's like I cannot be sick? Like I cannot. Every morning I'm like, God, thank you. Because for me, a little flu, like you say, I'm like,
Everything is that
Where
you're
are you going?
you're not being the best of like your best self. You can't perform well at work. You can't perform well even to your kids. First of all, you're like,
Munye.
yes. So I hear you. Being healthy is actually
a huge success.
a very huge success.
Being healthy and strong.
And strong. Okay.
you.
Thank you. Kabis, no quit. Kandi ntabwo mbikuramo. Girl talk. Over. So yeah, so you did give us the definition of success. The other question.
Oh yeah, the habits. So
You can't don't get keep. A lot of people start businesses.
Yeah.
Right? God knows I've started quite a few. You know. What?
I want to hear about that.
Not really a lot, but also it's that one passion that I've had for the longest, and it comes from somewhere really deep. One day I'll talk about it. I do have my business. We sell blazers.
Yes.
Yeah, like Muiza outfits.
Yeah.
And for me, a blazer as a piece of clothing speaks a lot about who I am, and I have a reason why I love it. It changed my confidence. It changed how I look at myself in the mirror. A blazer did all that for me. Now my question is, but there are habits that could lead to a certain level of success. One of the habits I've had from your conversation is excellence. Like and also if I'm working that I'm putting in all that. But I would like in very simple words we can all relate to, habits that have really made you who you like successful and who you are today in a workspace, in what you do, how you show up for other people, mostly in your business.
All right.
Yes.
And what's amazing is how business is like part of our lives, right? And I always tell myself that everything that I will fail to do in my business, I will not lie to myself that I'll be able to do it for me. So let's say if I fail to paint this place really cute, I mean, how can I promise you that I'll be able to wash my face every evening before I sleep? You see what I mean? So it's really, we are one.
Okay.
Right? So then success to me came in different doses.
Okay.
But I would tell you really the habits that really became like a launch pad for me. And number one
Okay.
was
Get a pen and paper. Twig,
number
twig.
one
Eh.
was being extremely serious about my morning routine. I don't joke with my morning,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah. Like in the levels you told us earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
But first of all, the hour, the time, because if you wake up at 10, and if some people who wake up at 10, let's say because they went to bed late, or they were watching a movie or something exciting, what I always feel bad for them because they miss out so much. Actually, they miss out the day. I feel like
Okay.
at 10, I'm done with my day.
Oh.
I've already achieved 90% of the things I want to achieve of the day.
Of the day.
Right? So to me, yeah, the first habit is a morning routine.
Yeah.
A
Being a
serious
morning
one.
person.
Being a morning person. And I don't believe there's such a thing as morning people, evening people. I always believe every time I fail in the morning, I know I failed at night. Because I'm a big believer of preparation.
Okay.
For me, I don't care how much people will project, will put on vision board, will pray for. I pray. But if I cannot see a clear preparation or a way to prepare, I don't want to be part of that. You see? So if I know I have to wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., let's say, I know I have to be in bed by 9.
By 8 at least or 9, yeah.
Yeah. My friends who see me like sometimes after 9 p.m. or around 8 to 9, they literally know I'm sleepy. They know that I've been in bed, you know? So that's one habit. The second habit was financial wisdom. Financial wisdom, I wish I knew it 10 years ahead. Financial wisdom is, oh my God, it's so important. Financial wisdom to me came as a habit of saving, a habit of giving generously, and a habit of investing wisely.
Okay.
And number 4, living appropriately.
Thank you for pouring into my people who are watching this podcast and who are listening. Thank you so much. So mind over matter literally embodies mindset, right? And what this podcast is about is how we get situations and how we go about them and the perspective we have about life in general makes a difference in our lives. And your journey literally embodies everything about that. So now, as we come to the end of the podcast, I would like to know, what does mind over matter mean to you as a mother, as a career woman, as a business entrepreneur, all the things, and as a friend, how you live your life? If you hear mind over matter, how does it align with you?
What you say that I really love is how you share the perspective, you know, and really, and that's also almost towards the literal meaning of the word mind over matter. It really brings out the real substance towards our motherhood and our business and the way we serve and the way we see ourselves.
Yeah.
And so to me, when I hear and when I've seen some of your guests, I'm like, I'm so excited to be part of this vision. And especially in a world where, especially for us as Africans, we really don't have as much as voices that are touching on our everyday life and sharing with us different ways of looking at life.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited because it's motherhood. To me, I love the question you even asked. Do I believe that women can have it all? Yeah, so really to me it's equal. Like minds over matter really means that we can have it all.
We just have to change the perspective. Our entire conversation, basically, I would ask a question, confession time, and in the back of my head, I'm thinking she's going to tell me about all these struggles, all these negative things. And every time you open your mouth to talk, you're just so full of grace. Like you're like, this is not going to define me. My struggles are not going to define me. I'm going to be defined by what I choose in my life, by the grace that I give people, by the love that I show people, and the beauty I'm trying to create. And that was it for me. That was
So
it for
good.
me.
That's so
yes. So thank you so much.
you.
So what's next with Wood Habitant?
So, exciting stuff.
Okay.
Really, I'm not sure really there is much in terms of. I love how sometimes people are like, tell us the countries you're expanding to, tell us the shops you're opening. Da, da,
Yeah.
da, da. I'm like, I can't talk about that now.
Okay.
But one thing I can really share is that we are this year, it's our 10th year, it's our Kwisobanukirwa year.
Oh,
So it's
happy
the time.
anniversary.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
10 years.
So,
Wow.
Right now, I'll be like a decade. For us, it's really now more about collaborations and connection. This is really what's next for us. It's collaborations and connection.
Yeah. And earlier we're manifesting something. Mind Over Matter, the Mom Podcast, and Wood Habitant.
We're
Very
cooking,
soon.
cooking.
Cooking. So thank you so much
Thank
for your heart.
Thank you.
That's all I can say.
Thank you so much for your voice
You're welcome.
and for many voices you gave all of us
Oh,
and serving our community.
Amen. Amen to that. Thank you so much to everyone who has tuned in. This conversation has been so soul searching for me, and I'm really, really, really grateful that I got to do this and sit down with this amazing lady, and she shared her heart. Thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you.
And to our listeners, if this has been an inspiration to you, any part of this conversation, be it on the career journey, being a motherhood journey, and just being a holistic person, please do like this, share it with a friend in your community. And I think, I don't know, I feel so zen right now. So thank you guys for watching, and shout out to this beautiful space studio that we shot out, Wood Habitant. As you can see, it's amazing. I could come back here every day. But yeah, remember, mindset is power, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Say bye.
Thank you.